Oh, hello. I'm so sorry. I thought I was still like messing around with the camera, and here you are. It's so lovely to see you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Would you please just drop in a hello in the chat so I can see that you're here with me? And the reason I'm a little delayed is I was having some technical issues with the YouTube app, which I haven't actually used the YouTube app to stream before. I've always used a different app. So it looks like it's going to be a vertical video. I intended it to be a horizontal video, but here we are, and it was either start now or continue messing with it. So I'm just going to check that the framing is okay. Yeah, y'all can see me. Coming a little bit closer. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, hello, David. It's lovely to see you. David, sorry. I'm so pleased that you're here with me. Lovely to see you. Well, here it's 11 o'clock in Central Texas. It's nice and warm today. We're definitely hitting over 100. We've had heat advisories every day the last couple of days. And I'm so pleased to be able to share some space with you this morning. Anton, yay, so lovely to see you. Oh, I'm so pleased. Greg, oh my goodness, I'm so pleased you're here. I wish there's like a little window that says welcome to live chat on my screen, and I'm wishing it would go away. Good, I'm so pleased that the sound is clear. You're hearing the piano all right, so that you all can kind of be present for my musical offerings. Gosh, it's been a wee while since I've done this, huh? It's been, I think, since the Eclipse concert, since I've been live. So I'm so pleased to be here with you. Hi, Matt. Yay, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here with me. Well, I think I'm going to start off with a piece. I'm going to play a piece from my first album, Wandering Soul. This is one of my favorites. It's called Kingfisher. And I wrote this piece. This was kind of way back at the very start of my discovery of myself as a writer of music. Like, I came from classical training and I was like, I can't write music. That's not what I do. And traveling around the world, music just started happening to me. It was this wild, magical opening experience. Oh, thank you. Finley the dog. I'm not sure who you are, but thank you. I appreciate the comment about my hair. Yes, it's nice rose gold, and the light is emphasizing that. So Kingfisher, this piece came to me when I was visiting some dear friends in the Bay of Islands in New Zealand, which I would later come back and settle in New Zealand to live for 3.5 years. And in the far north is this area called the Bay of Islands, and it's gloriously beautiful. It's like crystal clear blue water, and it's a bay that has something like 100 little islands, and they're topped with evergreen trees, but you still get white sand, the beaches, and the water is cool, but it's brisk, it's refreshing, and gosh, it's just such a beautiful place. And there's just not very many people up there, so it's just and I had my friends have a bed and breakfast up there, and had a charter sailboat excursion that you could go out on. They owned, my friend Steven owned a sailboat. And so I went up to stay with them, and Steven took me out on Kingfisher to sail in the Bay of Islands for the first time. And I remember being very much like, oh, can I help? Show me how to haul lines. I'm here to help. And he was like, no, I got this. You just enjoy the experience of being here. And so for me, that's a little bit uncomfortable, because I'm like, I always want to help. I want to be a part of things. And so I was like, okay, he's given me an assignment to really be present for this. So I remember kind of sitting back on my hands and really trying to let the experience get into my spirit. And if you've ever been on a sailboat before, you know that motoring out of the harbor, you're using a motor, and it's noisy and stinky and loud. And it's just like, oh dear, is that what this is going to be like? Because I hadn't done much sailing before. But then, when we got kind of out of the harbor and into the more open ocean, and he started bringing the sails out, turned the motor off, And then the wind started catching the sails, and the feeling of being sort of caught in the natural power of the wind and feeling the power of the water moving the boat. And as we picked up speed, picked up speed, picked up speed, and it's actually louder than the motor to be sailing under wind power. It's absolute like whipping, and the waves are crashing, and just the rush of water against the hull is really powerful. And I just remember having this incredibly like awestruck experience of like, oh my gosh, the natural power of feeling the wind move us through the waves. And this music started running through my head. And luckily, Steven and his partner Sue had a piano back home. So like I had this beautiful experience with this music, and then got back to their house and immediately was like, okay, what was that? I gotta figure out what these notes are, and is this something that's gonna go somewhere? And it absolutely did. And Stephen cherished that piece that I wrote, and he continued to, play that music for his charter guests on his sailboat. His sailboat is called Kingfisher. So just a really precious memory for me. Let's see, who's saying hello? Hi, Pierre. Yes, sorry about the vertical video. It's, well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's, I meant to do it horizontal, and I was a couple minutes late to start my live stream because the app was prompting me like, you have to change the orientation, and I couldn't figure it out. But hopefully next time I will figure that out so we can be vertical or horizontal. Okay. So now I'm going to play this piece, Kingfisher, and I hope you can close your eyes and let it take you out on the waves with me. So that was my piece Kingfisher from my first album, Wandering Soul. Thank you for being here with me this morning. I really deeply appreciate it. I'm gonna have a little sippy sip of water. And so I know a lot of you have been asking me kind of what I'm up to and what's going on with my music and is new music coming and all that. And I wanted to give you kind of a little bird's eye view of what I've been up to lately. If you've been following along the last couple of years, you'll know that I've been a little bit in a place of stuckness around being a recording artist and composing. I love my music and I find great meaning in connecting with other humans and bringing my music to other people. But there was been something about the like kind of recording artist composer box, for want of a better word, that just was feeling like I was feeling some resistance to it. I'd have a couple of months where I'd be super motivated and have a plan and I'm like, yes, I'm gonna do this, and then it would just sort of fall off. And there was something there that really wasn't aligned for me, and I was really struggling with it because it's like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. Why am I not doing it? Really struggling to live out my purpose here. What's going on? So in the last couple of months, I've been working with a coach, and I've been doing a great deal of personal work just in the last couple of years, honestly, as I've been kind of going through this journey. And I've come through my coaching to really kind of deepen into like what my unique gift is. And my unique gift shows up in my music. It does. But it's not inherently my music. And what I feel really drawn to is connecting with other human beings and hearing their stories and being able to really provide like loving space for people to be exactly who they are. And my music is part of that, is part of really being able to honor all that is the beauty of being human in our amazing kaleidoscopic complexity. And so I've been kind of reapproaching my music through this lens of being with others and bringing kind of like a healing, loving space to other people and to the world in that way. I've been working one-on-one with some folks, and it's been really powerful, like really taking in and hearing their stories and just really providing a space for them to be utterly themselves and to be heard, and providing some coaching, which I've done some coach training over the last year or so, and just being with folks and then writing custom music for them, for what's going on with them, sort of like a musical prayer just for them. I am going to be offering this to the wider world soon, like probably in the next month or two. And next time I go live, I'm going to talk some more about that. And so if you're interested in that, then come join me again, or join my mailing list if you like. And I'll definitely be updating everyone about sort of what I'm up to and what I'm offering. Oh, Tony, I see you're here too. Hello, I'm so glad to see you. Thank you for being here with me. So that's what I've been up to lately, and I'm about to like really bring some new offerings, and I think you'll be seeing me more regularly here on YouTube Live, and I really look forward to kind of having some communal space where we can share music and just share space with each other. So next I'm going to play a piece of mine that is not released yet. In fact, it's not even recorded yet. It's called Remember When. And this piece, I imagine an older man, an elderly man, walking through an abandoned carnival. And he walks up to a carousel. And what he's thinking of, he's remembering a date that he had long ago with a very early love of his. And he's remembering it with such fondness. And he can see the lights, and he can smell the buttered popcorn and the cotton candy, and he can feel his lover's fingers in his hand as they hold hands, remembering the laughter and the love and the magic of that time. And that love is no longer in his life. And so this is a piece about nostalgia. And I think also the intricate way in which grief and love are kind of two sides of the same coin. That grief really points the way to what we value and what we love and what's important to us. And so it can be deeply gratifying, even as it is painful. So this piece is called Remember When, and maybe I can take you there to something in your own life that makes you feel that amazing human combination of love and honoring and sadness. So that was my piece, Remember When, which has not been recorded yet. So that one is coming. I can't say when. It's sometime in the next year. We'll go with that. Wendy, I'm so glad you're here. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Anton. Yes, it is my intention to begin offering some regular things like this. I'm going to start with that. Holding space and creating music and all that. And I'm so glad you're here with me this morning on this first try. I thought I'd just let people know yesterday, so I figured that we wouldn't have too many folks, but I'm really glad that those of you that are here with me. DJ, oh my gosh, it's so lovely to see you. Thank you. I'm so glad it's sounding good. That's kind of like the biggest nightmare, or kind of worry, right, with technology and musicians is that you're playing live and you're lost in the music, and then you come back and people are like, I can't hear you. Oh my goodness, that's the worst. I have actually had that happen before. Not recently, thank goodness. I am, sorting out how the technology works eventually. So if you're enjoying this, I'd love to invite you, if you haven't yet, to subscribe to my channel. There should be a button somewhere. And you can also join my email list if you'd like to know kind of what the coming offerings are and my news and what I'm up to. I don't email very often. I email when I release something new or I'm making some new offering. So that link is in the text in the description of this YouTube Live. And also there are links there to tip if you'd like to show your gratitude or your support for my work. I would be absolutely honored and gratified to receive a tip from you. I have a CashApp and a PayPal and a Venmo link in there. And again, that's in the YouTube Live description. So next, I wonder if you might take a deep breath with me. Kind of feel your contact with your chair, or if you're standing with your feet on the floor, and really just allow yourself to arrive in your body here with me. In our hectic world, it's so easy, I find, to just kind of float right out of my body, get really in my head, and it feels really good to kind of welcome myself back to, oh right, I have this whole shell that I'm in, and I get to actually be in all of it. And I wonder if you might think of how you want to show up for your weekend, what you'd like for yourself. And this is a wish for yourself, not for anybody else. It's not, oh, I hope to spend time with my kids. I'm thinking something along the lines of, may I feel joy? May I feel ease? May I be free from pain? May I be free? May I feel clear? How would you like to be this weekend? And can you hold that in your mind? And if you'd like to share it in the chat, if you feel moved to share it, then I can see it. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to weave a piece of music right now just for us around this, how we want to show up for our weekend. And kind of how we want to be. I think for me, may I feel joy. That feels right. I can feel it, like it's almost like a fizziness in my belly. That feels right. May I feel joy. I'd love to see if anybody wants to share what they're going for. Otherwise, I'm just gonna feel into the music and Phineas, Arthur, may I feel present. May you feel present. Yes, I love that. Anyone else want to share? So this is a wish for yourself, how you'll show up and just how you'll be for yourself. And you deserve it. Okay, so may I feel joy. And I hope you can feel whatever you're wanting to bring for yourself this weekend. That's what I'm going to weave this music for. Let's do it. Greg, I'm going to grab the camera and head out into the woods to commune with nature. Oh, I love that. So how would you like to be for that? How would you like to feel? May I feel joy? May I be free? May I be present? May I be free from pain? May I feel at ease? May you feel joy. May you feel at ease. May you be free from pain. And whatever you chose for yourself, I hope you can really feel that. And then, kind of in closing, I wonder if there's maybe one other person that you can think of that you can wish that same thing for them. Anybody. It can be somebody you really love, someone you're really close to, someone you dearly wish good for. If you want to get a little edgy, you could choose someone that maybe is a little challenging to wish well. Don't go super challenging though, because that's going to be almost impossible, right? But pick one other person and say, whatever you said for yourself, may they feel joy. May they be at ease. It feels so good. I love wishing others well. It's one of my favorite things, and it makes me feel really good. Oh, I see you, Joseph. Thank you so much for joining me. And Dave, yay! I'm glad you're here with me. It's okay. I'm going to leave this video up unless some strange technological thing happens. I'm using the YouTube app because I've never been able to stream from the YouTube app before. I don't know if I have enough subscribers now or what have you. Thank you so much for being here with me from the bottom of my heart. And if you really enjoyed this and you're not already, please consider subscribing to my channel so you get a little boop YouTube ping when I come live or when I post a new video. And if you'd like to hear kind of more text-based, oh, this is what I'm up to, this is what my new offerings are, what my news is, you're most welcome. I would love to have you on my email list. I don't write very often, but when I do, it's because I've got something new going on. And the link to that is in the description for this video. Also in the description are links to tip me on Venmo, CashApp, PayPal, and I would be absolutely honored and gratified to receive a sign of your support for my work, gratitude for this time here today through a tip. And those links are also in the description of the video. Again, thank you so much for being here with me. You can expect to see me again soon. Within, let's see, I've got to set expectation here. Let's say within 2 weeks. It won't be next week because I'm going to go off into the mountains and the forest and be utterly off grid, which I haven't been for a long time. I'm really looking forward to it. In the meantime, I hope you take great care of yourself because you deserve it. And thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you've enjoyed this time as much as I have. Mwah. I'm not sure how to end this on this app. Let's see. Is it here? Okay. I'm going to press the X and it's probably there. So I'm going to say one more bye.